Hello, everyone, and good morning. My name is Amy Walduck, and I'm the Director of Partnerships and Events here at ALIA. Thank you for joining our event this morning, virtual showcase webinar, and very happy to introduce Libero LMS and the mobile library app for the modern library. I would like to begin with an acknowledgement of country. In the spirit of reconciliation, the Australian Library and Information Association acknowledge the traditional custodians of country throughout Australia and their connections to land, sea, and community. We pay our respects to their elders past, present, and emerging, and extend that respect to all Aboriginal and Torres Strait Islander peoples here today. I'm joining you from the land of the Ngunnawal and Ngambri peoples, and I invite you to share in the chat the lands and the peoples from which you are coming from today. I encourage you to use the Q&A button at the bottom of your screens if you do have a question at all today. We'll have question time at the end of the presentation, and I'll be keeping an eye on the chat as well while our speaker today shares all of the amazing things that they have already investigated. I would like to now introduce Nic Passmore, who is Libero's Chief Technology Officer, as he introduces Libero and provides a live demonstration of their new Discovery, Integrations and Mobile Library app. Nic Passmore is the CTO for Libero by Gnosis and leads Libero technology and its development. With decades of technology experience, Nic is always finding ways to innovate and develop technology for real-world users and passionate about delivering software that meets the challenges and opportunities of the modern library. All right, I'm going to pop back and Nic will be with you.
Thanks, Amy, and hello, everybody. I'd firstly like to thank ALIA for the opportunity to present to you today and for all of you for joining online. A brief presentation that I'm going to run through first, and then I will jump into the live demonstration. So just very quickly, I want to give a brief agenda for what I'm going to talk about today. So firstly, I'll just give everybody a brief introduction to Gnosis, the owner of Libero, quick summary of who I am, and then I'll jump into the live demonstration. So I'll be introducing Libero's new discovery platform. I will then give you all a live demonstration of our newly released Libero library app, and then some quick insights on how you can customize the discovery and the library app all through a single unified portal. So Gnosis is the owner of Libero, and Gnosis is an Australian ASX listed company. We have a global reach, and we bring people and technology solutions together. Our mission is to empower organizations to make smart connections with their mission, and our entire product portfolio, including Libero, is aimed at reaching and achieving that mission. We operate across a number of markets. So Gnosis is headquartered here in Australia. Our head office is in Melbourne, but we also have an office in Brisbane. We have a base in the US, as well as a presence in Europe, in both Germany and the UK. We currently service over 200 customers, and more than 380,000 users access and utilize our software every day. We've got more than 45 staff based here in Melbourne, based all around the world, with 18 R&D staff based here out of our offices in Melbourne. So all of our product development and all of our R&D occurs right here in Australia. We operate a portfolio of 3 different software solutions. Libero is our library management system and our library business. And that's obviously what I'm here to talk to you about today. But we also have two other product offerings within our suite. So we have a product called Knowledge IQ, which is an innovative and intuitive knowledge management platform used by enterprises to help organize and disseminate quality information. We also operate the business called Green Orbit, who provides intranet software with everything you need built in to easily manage and disseminate information within your organization. So just very briefly, a little bit about me. So as Amy indicated, my name is Nick. I am Gnosis's Chief Technology Officer. I've been with Gnosis for a little over 8 years now, and my role here is to make sure that we are at the cutting edge of not just our library business, but all of the businesses that we operate in. Okay, well, with that, I'm going to quickly stop sharing this presentation and jump over to our discovery solution, which I know is what you're all here to see. All right, welcome to Libero's new discovery platform. Our discovery platform was launched at the beginning of this year and is the culmination of quite an extensive development effort that has occurred since Gnosis acquired the Libero business in 2021. When we acquired that business, we recognized that the discovery solution that the Libero platform had at the time required some significant investment. So our team have been busy working towards the development and release of this new platform for some time. The platform's designed to provide simple, intuitive, and easy access to all of the library's resources, whether those resources are digital, print, or subscription-based, to a library's members, and to aggregate all of the functions that a member might need into a single unified solution. That solution is designed to operate across whatever device the member might be trying to access the library through, whether that be a desktop or laptop device, a tablet, or a mobile device. The homepage that you can see now is completely customizable, allowing a library to brand the discovery solution to suit their requirements. It's designed to integrate into your existing library website and look like it is a part of that same interface. So all of the color schemes here are able to be customized, as are all of the options down the left-hand side here, and all of the carousels and other widgets that are available on the screen. We support multiple languages and offer the ability to both create new members and to sign up directly through the interface. The search system is designed to be really simple, easy, and intuitive. I will type in keywords or natural language text, and the system will go and find resources that suit that particular search. Where possible, we will aggregate content together, as you can see here, where this is always like this in a demo, you click the wrong button. Where we're aggregating multiple formats together to provide members with a unified and simple view of the resources that the library has available, and to choose the type of book or the type of media that most suits their particular reading style. The system's able to offer multiple types of facets, and like everything else within our discovery solution, these facets are all customizable. At the end of the demonstration, or towards the end of the demonstration, I'll jump into our configuration management portal to give you an overview of how these things can be configured quickly and easily to adjust the discovery experience to suit your particular members and the types of resources and records that your library is offering. Focusing back onto the search screen for a minute now, the Each search entry offers information on the formats that are available for that particular title, as well as both live availability information, or in the case of electronic resources, information that can be viewed quickly to allow to allow members to quickly understand whether electronic resources are available. Once I select a particular title, I can get some more information on that particular work. So in this case, we're looking at a Harry Potter title. It's a general thing that all of my demos will include something from Harry Potter. And these screens provide a number of different options for a member to explore. So we have obviously bibliographic information quickly and easily displayed. Where possible, we'll provide links out to the author's bio on Wikipedia, if those are available, as well as live links to view the particular title on Google Books or Amazon. We have the ability to show more details about the particular title. These are hidden by default, but can be expanded easily. And all of these are live links that can be clicked to launch a search for that particular element. So I can search for British Library or books by the British Library by clicking this link, subject terms by clicking any of these, genres, etc. The system includes the ability to either self-circulate or place reservations on the particular title. These obviously are controlled by options to allow libraries to determine whether they want to offer these services. We can see the different instances of this particular title that are available within the library. These can be filtered, and in the case of series, these will display a list of all of the titles that the solution has found within that particular series. We have a reviews and ratings capability built into the discovery solution. So where a member has borrowed a particular title, they're able to write a review for that title and to provide a rating. These can be displayed on the discovery solution if the library chooses. We have two different options for our reviews and ratings solution, whereby libraries can elect to allow reviews and ratings to be published immediately. We also have an option to allow those to be moderated so that you can effectively verify that you're happy with each review or rating on a particular title before it's published to the Webopack. And I hope you'll forgive me for perhaps a little more drinks of water than one might expect in a webinar. As you can probably tell, my voice isn't the best at the moment. So the discovery solution integrates catalog enrichment from both Synthetix Unbound and Novelist Plus. Libraries can configure these within the configuration management solution that, again, I'll demonstrate a little more towards the end of the presentation. For electronic resources, library members will be presented with options to either place loans or to reserve those titles where those options are supported through the integrations that we have in place at the moment. So the current discovery solution integrates with IndieReads if you're in New South Wales, as well as both Overdrive and BorrowBox. We have an integration, as you can probably see on the screen right now, with Hoopla, and are currently in the process of adding further integrations to Beamer Film, and we're also in the process of looking at adding an integration to uLibrary from Olverscroft. So to get a little bit more detail about what I can do with the discovery solution, I need to log in. Logging in will allow me to access my account within the library, as well as to perform circulation options for any of the electronic resources that have been integrated into the solution. So once I'm logged in, I can now effectively borrow this title. I can, of course, jump out to the title within the provider's website, but I can also circulate it, which And I haven't registered with Hoopla with this account. So of course there's an error. I love doing demos. Let's jump to something that has some titles available. So I'm just going to filter out the Hoopla resources and we'll look for something from BorrowBox. So in this case, that one's. So in this case, this isn't quite available yet, but I can place a reservation for it. I'll get the email address I've got configured with my account, and that reservation will be processed straight away. As soon as that's available, I'll get a notification both within my mobile app, if I've got the Libero Library app, but also within my discovery interface here to let me know that that's ready to be borrowed. We'll display, and we do aggregate reservations from for physical items held within your library, as well as electronic resources into a single view so that your members can get access and see all of their loans, all of their reservations directly from one single place. Before I jump into all of the different items that a member can see within their portal, I just wanted to talk very briefly about our events and resource bookings capability. So Libero integrates an events and resource bookings capability into our discovery solution. This is backed through an events and resource bookings management solution built into the main Libero library management system. This allows libraries to configure and promote events through the Discovery portal, as well as make resources within the library available for members to book. Events can be published online within the Discovery solution and then promoted into that carousel that you saw on the screen. For events that require bookings, we're able to manage those bookings directly through the Libero platform. And we support both paid and free events. Members can book a configurable amount of tickets for a particular session where you've got events with multiple sessions, and we've got a capability to allow members to quickly grab a calendar event for that and add it to their device calendar. Libraries can then use these tickets to check off that everybody who's coming into the event have a ticket to that event. We also have the ability for members, once they're signed into Discovery, to book resources. Resources can be booked through a really simple screen. It gives me access to the particular date that I want to, for example, have access to a room or to some other resource that your library might be offering. And as a member, I can quickly book that particular resource. Libraries then have a view of this within the LMS so that they can see the bookings that are available or that have been made for each day. We support the ability for members to make multiple bookings and to manage those bookings, and I'll jump to that very shortly. But we can also support resources within the library that are only able to be booked and managed by staff. So the idea with that integration and with that inclusion within the Discovery portal is that for resources that you want to allow members to access directly, they're able to do that directly. But we can also support resources where you might want to be managing the bookings for those resources or have staff manage the bookings for those resources. Once I'm signed in, I can get access to my member dashboard. So the member dashboard is designed to provide a quick and simple view for members to see all of the ways that they've interacted with the library. So from this screen, I can quickly see that I've got an item that's overdue. I've got 3 items on reserve. I've got an alert, so I've got a new message, and I've got some outstanding fees and fines that I need to pay. On my loan screen, I can see titles that I have that I've currently borrowed, including those that are somewhat overdue. And I can also get access to my entire borrowing history. We support filtering, so members can filter their borrowing history by a particular title or an author. We can also look at particular dates and times that I may have borrowed something. As I mentioned earlier, we aggregate both electronic resource loans and physical item loans in the same screen. Reserves is very similar, where I can quickly and easily see all of the items that I have on reserve, whether those are electronic items or, as you can see here, the reserve that I placed a little earlier, or they're physical items that are currently on reserve with the library. Members can manage reservation cancellations here as well, in the same way that they can look at self-renewal for loans through the members renewal portal. System messages allow members to view all of the particular notifications that they've received from the library, whether these have been automated messages, like in this case that there's an item that's ready for me to pick up, or ad hoc messages that have been sent out by the library. For libraries that are using the Libero Library app, not only do we have this in-app messaging capability, but we also support the ability to send members messages through push notifications. So if they've got a title that's ready to be picked up, or they've got a reminder about an event that they've bought a ticket for, those can be sent to members if they've elected to as a push notification that's delivered directly to their mobile device. I mentioned earlier about the reviews and ratings capability that we have built in. So for a member that's borrowed a title, they're able to then create a review for that title. And as you can see, this particular system is configured to require approval for all of the reviews that are published. And this particular review that's been submitted has been approved. Where the review is rejected, the member will also be able to see that, as well as a potential reason for the rejection, if that's something that you as a library elect to display to the member. We have a new title notification system built into the solution, and there are a couple of ways that a member can get new title notifications from the system. Libraries can configure a series of profiles, and in this case, we have a set that are based on genres that have been configured within the solution. Members can also create their own custom notification profiles within Discovery. When new titles are added to the collection that meet these profiles, members will get an email, and that will be sent either on a daily or a weekly basis, depending on how you as a library have configured those notifications. From here, I can also see all of the events that I have registered for within the library. So I can see any of the past events that I have attended, and also get access to any of my upcoming events. From here, I can see the tickets that I've organized, the date and time of the event, and I can print out my tickets, which include a QR code that libraries can scan to manage the attendance of those events. I can also see any resource bookings that I currently have in place. And again, because I'm able to self-manage these, because those options have been selected, if I can no longer attend these, I can actually manage this directly from here. So I can either change the slot that I have requested. Or I can cancel that booking if it's something that I no longer require. I can also see all of the fines and charges that I currently have outstanding. And where an integration to a payment platform has been configured, I can optionally then pay those, make payments on those outstanding fees and fines. I can either pay those individually, so I can select an individual item to be paid, or I can do a standard bulk part payment, or I can pay out all fines and charges that are associated with my account. I also have direct access to my account information. And again, the options that are displayed here will depend on those that have been selected by the library. So I have an option here to edit my details. Some of these I may be able to edit, some I might not be able to change depending on what's been configured. This includes all of the kind of standard member information that you might expect, along with all of the different notification options that are available to me. However, as you can see here, this system's been configured such that the notification options are not able to be changed by the member. So we provide both options to allow libraries to configure the solution to their particular requirements. All right, I'm now going to jump to our mobile app. So if you just bear with me while I switch the sharing again. Now this one is always a risk. I am going to give you all a live demonstration of the mobile app running directly from my mobile device. All right, so you can now see the Libero Library app up on your screen. What should be immediately obvious is that the look and feel of the mobile app matches exactly what you were just seeing within the Discovery solution. And the reason for that is that the Libero Library app and Libero's Discovery solution are all built off the same code base. And what that means is that we're able to offer effectively feature parity between what we have in our Discovery solution and what's available to members when they're accessing your library directly from the Libero Library app. There will not be a situation where there's a feature that's available within the I'd say a new feature that's been released within the new Discovery system that's not then available for members on the mobile app. And we think this is really important, particularly with the changing way that people are interacting with libraries. With more and more younger members coming on board, those digital natives who are used to just accessing everything off a phone, making sure that what you can present or what's available through your web-based interface is available through your mobile app, we feel is really, really important, which is why we've taken this approach. So the mobile app does offer a slightly cut down version. You can see we've only got one sort of carousel here on the main library, on the main homepage, as opposed to the multiple carousels that you would have seen on Discovery, as well as a series of configurable what we call tiles. So these tiles, again, can be customized and modified to suit your library. And all of this can be done directly through the configuration management portal that I keep talking about, that I will show off at the end of this demonstration. So the library app works effectively in exactly the same way as the Discovery solution that I was just showing. From here, I can see all of the same information. I can jump to the same titles, and everything that we were seeing before is available on these screens. So I can perform those same types of actions where I'm logged in. I can self-circulate items. I can place reservations. I've got access to all of that same information that was available through the Discovery system, but on my mobile device. That includes all of the content enrichment that's been configured within the solution, all of the electronic resources, all of the print and digital resources are all available through that mobile app. We do have some additional capabilities built into the mobile app. So where we've got electronic resources and the member has those apps built on their phone, which unfortunately I don't have the Hoopla app on my phone at the moment, we can jump out using deep linking to those mobile apps to provide that even more seamless experience for members, so that they're not having to kind of place a loan here on their mobile app and then exit the app and jump to another app. The Libero Library app will guide a member through all of those different connections. Sorry. We also have a couple of additional capabilities that are built into our mobile app. So the first thing is that signed in members have access to not only their own digital library card within the app, but also any other connected accounts that the member might have that have been configured within the Libero library system. So the Libero library management system allows you to configure links between family members, and the mobile app will automatically display the connected accounts for the primary account. So if I'm if I'm a parent and I've signed up my children and connected those accounts through the library management system when I've gone into the library or signed up online, then those digital barcodes will appear automatically within the solution. On the member's account settings, I can see all of my details here. Again, in exactly the same way as I could online, including my including any of the linked members that I have associated with my account. In order to comply with European government regulations, we also have an ability to download the data that the library has on me within our mobile app, and a mechanism to allow the member to request that their account be deleted. So this ensures that members can make a request in the event that they no longer want to be a member of the library. So as I highlighted earlier, all of our notifications are available here, and we also support the ability to send push notifications to the member. That's not one that I can easily demonstrate live for you, but yeah, as I kind of highlighted earlier, we support push notifications for a number of different options, including push notifications for like overdue titles, and holds that are available for pickup, as well as upcoming events and resource bookings. The library app is designed to provide simple and easy access to all of the resources that a library has to offer, regardless of whether those are print or digital. We include some other convenience functions for members as well, including access to detailed maps of all of the library's branches, and this will integrate with with the mapping system built into the device to provide access to route guidance to those locations where a member requires that. Finally, as I kind of, sorry, just need to get to my member dashboard. As I kind of highlighted while I was showing you the member dashboard on the web, we also have access to all of our bookings when we are accessing it through a mobile device as well. And that includes quickly getting access to the QR codes that we have for our tickets. So a member doesn't need to worry about printing tickets out anymore. They can just be held on their mobile device, logged in, and then as soon as they get to the event, they can quickly pop them up. The library can scan them and they can go through. Alrighty, this is my last change of screen sharing for this demonstration, and I just quickly want to show you Libero's configuration manager now. So the configuration manager is a centralized place where the discovery solution can be managed, and that includes the items that you see not just on the just making sure that we've got the right screen. That doesn't look quite right. There we go. Share. Okay, hopefully that's up on your screen now. And this is where you can see and configure not just the items that are displayed on your web-based discovery solution, but all of this configuration rolls through to our mobile app as well. So within the theme configuration, I can pick and manage the logos or banners that are displayed both on my on the web, but also on my mobile device. I can customize all of my color schemes so that that suits my library's branding, and I can get a quick preview of what that's going to look like, both on the web and within the Libero library app, and if accessing the discovery solution on a mobile device. I can manage that homepage that I land on once I get to my discovery solution as well. So everything up into changes to the title of the page can be managed through here. I can change the options that I have on my side navigation, and I can drill down into so I can configure these links, either links out to external systems or internal links, either to a search or to custom pages within the solution directly from here. And I can group these together for easy access as well. All of this, by the way, can be done without needing to contact support or without needing to engage Libero. This is all done directly through this configuration manager. I've also got and can see all of the different widgets that are displayed on my homepage. So here we've got options for searching that recent events carousel that you saw on the discovery solution earlier, as well as other carousels and custom HTML. We also have this option here called tiles. So the tiles allows me to configure all of those different options that were available on my mobile app. So rather than needing to go back to the provider and ask them to make a change, all of this stuff can be configured and managed directly by you and will update across all of your mobile app users directly. We've got a bunch of built-in tiles that can provide convenience services to members as well, including self-service, ISBN scanning, and we also support an internal link such as my account, and the opening hours. And then we also support the ability to create your own custom tiles by dropping in HTML directly into this interface. We have a content management system built into the discovery solution as well, so that you can create and publish your own custom pages. We support the ability to add a path here and a name, as well as a series of optional fields, including whether to enable this page for display on the side navigation. Once that's created, and as you can see, this is our development system, so there's a lot there. I can jump in and edit that page, and that will take me to a WYSIWYG editor so that you can create those custom pages without having to have any knowledge or information about like HTML. You don't need any development experience. This works just like a standard kind of content management system editor. We can optionally then choose to have these pages available for display on a mobile, on a desktop, or on the app. Just having a bit of a conniption there. It's always the way in a live demo. All of our carousels can be configured as well, and we've taken the approach that each of these carousels is basically configured using a custom search endpoint. This type of flexibility means that there's no real limit to how you can configure and manage those carousels on your homepage. Anything that you can search for within the Libero Discovery interface can be put together into a carousel. So I can have carousels that mix print and electronic titles, that span genres, that span series, or I can have really, really narrow carousels where I have decided that, there's a particular event or time coming up, and I just want to have a carousel that's particularly dedicated to, an author, for example, that's coming to the library to do a book signing, or to a particular historical event that might be happening around my library at a particular time. We have some basic global settings that allow you to configure the time zone for a particular system. We can make changes to those search facets that I was talking about earlier. So I can configure the maximum number that are displayed on my discovery solution, along with what those facets are called and the icon that's displayed for each of them. I can access my payment configuration. So this is where I can configure integration. As you can see here, we've got PayPal integration turned on in this particular environment. I can configure some general settings about my calendar events and resource bookings, as well as configure integrations through either Novelist for Novelist Select or Syndetics for Syndetics Unbound. So all of this is built into the Libero Library Management System and is available directly from the Libero staff dashboard. Well, we're now coming to the end of my demonstration today. So I will hand back to Amy now to moderate any questions that you might have.
Hello, I am back. Thank you so much, Nic, for leading us through that demonstration. I think it was really thorough, and I, for one, really liked seeing the front end and the back end, because as someone who has, needed to work in the back end of systems before, that's always, what does it look like? Is it going to be easy to navigate? From my perspective, I think it looked really, really quite easy to navigate in there. And I love to say the word WYSIWYG. That's quite fun to say, so I appreciated that. We haven't actually received any questions through from the audience. So just a reminder that I'm happy to take the questions in the Q&A button or in the chat below. So we'll just give people another couple of minutes in case they have any last minute questions. I would just remind everybody that this session is being recorded, so you can go back and watch it if there was a bit that you thought, oh, what did Nic say about that side menu? Or what did Nic say about the front end of the mobile app and the navigation? Then you can go back and watch it, or please share it with your colleagues as well. And Nic has also put in info@libero.com.au as an email address, and I've shared the website links in that chat as well. And Sue Ann Williams has said Nic was so thorough and clear. She doesn't have any questions. And we've got Chris has said, can it be shared with students that you teach? I'm not sure where you teach, Chris, but Nic, would you be okay with that webinar getting shared?
Yeah, I'm sure that would be fine.
Great. So Chris, please share, and if they have any questions, once again, you can contact through either Nic at info@libero.com.au, or if you contact Alia, we can always pass it on as well. Chris has said, TAFE Queensland Library students studying a unit about LMSs. So that sounds perfect.
That'd be great.
Be fantastic. And it's so great to see that you've got the desktop and the mobile, and it matches, and trying to get that streamlined approach to make it easier for our library members if they go from one to the other. It should be nice and easy. Well, if we don't have any more questions, then we might wrap it up. But just a big thank you to Nic from Gnosis, which I think I pronounced correctly that time.
You absolutely
Gnosis,
did.
yeah. Which actually I was sitting backstage going, oh, for the first time ever, I finally understand the name, Knowledge System. And I've never put that together before, which is so hilarious. But now I know how to say it because I know what it means, Knowledge System. So Gnosis, so thank you so much for Nic. And watch out for an email in the coming day or so with the recording. Happy to share it. And thank you very much for joining us today. Hope everyone has a wonderful afternoon. Hope the weather's good. And if it's not, I hope you've at least got good company with it. So thank you so much, Nic, and everybody have a wonderful day.
Thank you, everyone.
Thank you.